Ma'am?
Yes, you said stimulating the economy, and so that, I was concerned when, here on the sheet where you talk about community development, I don't know the inner workings of the city, and I don't know how many building permits you have, but it seems that it's pretty frightening to me that one of the things we would need here would be more businesses. And then I see that you're having a reduced permit center hour, reducing all the things that business people might need. And I think that would discourage people from coming to San Leandro, which is something that we want, which will generate more revenues, I'm thinking. I don't know what the numbers are, how many, if you have 2 permits.
The city manager can get to that, but one thing I want you folks to know, that there is a great deal of interest out there in bringing business to this city. I don't know if you folks know of, what is it, energy resourcing? Recovery Inc. They were here in a smaller building over at Williams and Doolittle, and now they've gone across the street where they've taken up 150,000 square feet of space there. We just had an announcement 2 weeks ago that local 16, DC's District Council 16, the Painters Union, is bringing their apprenticeship program to the old Kellogg's building, 110,000 feet. Also, IBEW 595, and Matt, you remember 595, Matt can tell you about that. They have just purchased a 48,000-foot building at Catalina, of which they're moving their facility, I guess, from Alvarado over, which is very good. I've also been in touch with a global, with an international organization called Global Innovations. And I've been in, that's comprised of 25, believe it or not, Portuguese corporations who are interested in doing business in the United States. And they are quite interested into locating in the Bay Area. And I've been in touch with them, and I've asked them, because of my wonderful Portuguese heritage, if they wouldn't mind bringing 1 or 2 of the companies here to San Leandro. I am working with them very, very carefully and closely, and so maybe we'll get a result of that. We have also been working with companies and cities in mainland China. We've had 1 success, and we're hopeful of having more. And I'm very proud of the fact that I brought this city into what is called the Green Corridor. I don't know if any of you have read about the Green Corridor, but it is a group comprised of 8 cities in Alameda County. And we received a $200,000 grant, and it is very hopeful that we can bring green businesses not only into the corridor itself, but also here in San Leandro. We are on the move. We're just in the process of completing about $130 million in construction project. And soon, I hope, Kaiser will start its construction of 732,000 square feet in a new hospital over there at the old Albertson site along 880. That's an $800 million project, the largest in the history of the city. So let me tell you, our city has been contacted by a number of organizations inside and outside the country about locating here. We intersect 2 freeways. We have a wonderful industrial base, and I think it's going to be very productive for us as we get through these economic tough times. We're not decaying. We're making every effort to keep all of our industrial base up to par. There's one thing, those of us who are seniors, we all remember the days when we were younger in the Bay Area, where we were able to go, and especially in San Leandro, and maybe get a job at Kellogg, International Harvester, Freedom's, Kellogg's itself, AT&T. Those businesses are gone. And so we need to obviously do our best to try to reestablish our manufacturing base. And I want to assure you, I and my colleagues and the staff, I know Mr. Hollister and I visited China 2.5 years ago. I visited Portugal. And again, all of us are in contact with a lot of interested people coming here. I know that doesn't address your question, but we are making every effort to make sure our development department, economic development department, operates so that they can handle these kinds of things that we're talking about here.
Yes, that was actually an excellent observation. One of the attributes of the city that scored very highly in a poll we had done last summer was economic development, business development. Now, if you're going to have that, in addition to, we have a lot of natural resources and attractions here, but you have to have a professional staff, you have to have enough staff to service people, to give them correct information, to process their permits. You have to have people that can issue business licenses. So that is a department that has been cut about as far as it can be cut. We are not cutting any building inspectors in the proposed reductions. We actually transferred an employee from the city manager's office to community development because of their shortage. Also, two of the positions that were on the layoff list were people that did front counter work at the in the community development and building department, and those positions are going to be maintained at least for that 6 months. So we'll put the adequate resources there, but we wish that was more. But that's a kind of an unseen department that really provides an invaluable service.
And the other thing I want to make, we were very hopeful of, there's a lady in the back who has a question, but we were very hopeful of getting what I call COPS money out of Washington, D.C. We made applications, and they told us, your budget is too healthy. You don't have a high enough crime rate in order to warrant anything there. So we are in the process of resubmitting our requests, and that could assist us a great deal if we could pick up 2 or 3 officers in that program. Ma'am?